Hello viewers, hope you are all fine and doing well. We are into the discussion of a book called What I Talk About When I Talk About Running by Haruki Murakami. So far in the series of this book summary, we have discussed Introduction, Foreword and the first chapter. In case if you have missed these videos, then I have shared the links of these videos in the description below. Today, we are going to start the second chapter. The name of this chapter is Tips on Becoming a Running Novelist. We have divided this chapter into 3 videos, and this is the first video of the second chapter. So let's start. In this chapter, we will see how and why Haruki Murakami, from being a businessman, becomes a novelist, and his passion for running, with some very insightful and very inspiring lessons. He starts this chapter by saying that when he was in college, he had opened his own establishment, a jazz club, a place where people could listen to jazz records and can enjoy coffee and snacks. Although many people predicted that the bar won't do good, according to them, an establishment which has been started as a kind of hobby wouldn't work out. And also in their opinion, Murakami was naive and didn't have an aptitude for running a business. But for Haruki Murakami, failure was not an option. He gave in everything he had to make it a success. He worked very hard for it, and in his own words he says, "I am more like a workhorse than a racehorse." His wife, who had a business background, was a big support for him, and with his hard work, he made this jazz club successful. So the learning is, in our life, we should not underestimate the power and potential of hard work. We all want to succeed, whether it's in our career or in our personal life. Hard work is always the baseline for success. There are no shortcuts. At the age of 30, out of the blue, one day, he got this idea to write a novel. He has provided exact date and time when he got this idea to write a book. And it was nothing less than a revelation, or maybe epiphany in the closest word. And his life was drastically and permanently altered in that instant. It was 1st of April at 1:30 p.m. He was at a stadium watching a baseball game in 1978 that this idea came to him that he is meant for writing. His purpose, his vocation, and his calling in life is writing. In life, not everyone is as lucky as Haruki Murakami to understand their calling and have the courage to follow it. For many of us, our calling is probably not going to fall into our lap. It requires a lot of contemplation and personal reflections in finding where our passion lies. One may have to slow down and pay attention and take meaningful actions to uncover them. It is the purpose in our life that makes our life meaningful. To each his own purpose. Your purpose in life is as unique to you as your fingerprint. We all have a particular set of talents, experiences, skill sets, and interest. Purpose is related to these, and it is our reason for being. It is due to this purpose that we get out of bed every morning. Even when we are tired and we know that the task ahead and the challenges ahead are going to be tough and hard, but at the end of the day, it brings us joy for living a fulfilled life. So finding our purpose can be difficult, but finding our purpose can unlock great satisfaction and success in all areas of our life. So in this chapter so far we have seen that even though when odds were against him and people were discouraging him by advising him not to go for a business, he did started his business and made it a success by working very hard. And one day he gets an epiphany to become a writer. So there are 3 key lessons we get from this chapter so far. Number 1, follow your instinct. Number 2, there is no replacement to hard work. And number 3, we all have a purpose in our life, and finding our purpose can help us live a more meaningful life. So we will stop here, and in the next video we will continue this second chapter and derive some more very meaningful and key messages and reflections. Thank you, and see you in the next video.